talking about the reading I did during Dewey's 24-hour readathon. I've never done one before. I've done sort of week-long ones. I've never done a day one. Absolutely great fun. Highly recommend it for the next sort of 6-month one. So I decided to do a lot of graphic novels. I didn't have too much time. I had gone out on the Friday, so woke up quite late on the Saturday when my sort of time started. So I went for some short ones and just a couple novels. So the first one is Deadly Class Volume 1. So I only very recently hauled this one. As I said, I was really looking forward to getting into it. I really enjoyed it. I would very highly recommend it. And the second one was Deadly Class Volume 2. So as I said, I just jumped straight from one into the next one and I like this one just as much. And next I read Outcast. This one was my first ever horror graphic novel, I think. I've read a couple of true crime ones, but I've never read one that's specifically horror before. I didn't like this one as much as Deadly Class. I did really like the art style, but I found the story a bit confusing. It wasn't quite clear which characters were which, and because there's a bit of playing around with time, you're not entirely sure whether or not you're in the character of him as a child or whether it's him and a child. It was a bit confusing. I think I might need to reread this one again. I did actually read it quite slow. I read this one in about 45 minutes and it is very short, but I still didn't quite get it. I don't know if that's the flaw of the comic or the flaw of me. So the next one I went through was a novel. So that was The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. So I started this one just before I moved house and sort of didn't pick it back up again when I left. I thought this one was okay. I much preferred The Midwich Cookies, which was the first one of his I read, and I was a bit disappointed, possibly because I read one that I preferred beforehand. It was still okay, I just thought it dragged on a bit, and it is tiny. I mean, you know, the book itself is pretty small, but having said that, I mean, the font's pretty tiny too. But yeah, it was very odd. I'm very glad I finished it. I don't like having lots and lots of books am I currently reading, and as you saw from my other video, I currently have I think 8 left that I've got some way through at some point. So it was good to get another one off, and I read about 100 pages of that one. So the next one I got to was another graphic novel. I just wanted another quick one just to go through before I jumped into my next novel. So that was The Wicked and the Divine, and I loved this. I actually went and pre-ordered the next one as soon as I finished it. It's amazing, go and pick it up. So I spoke about this a little bit in my haul, so I won't go over that again now, but if you want to know any info about this particular one, go get it, have a look on Goodreads. It's absolutely brilliant, the art's beautiful, and yeah, I love this one. And the last one was Colognes New Heights, which I finished, and I still don't know how to pronounce. Yeah, so I finished this one off. I was about halfway through, so I read about 300 pages of that one. It was okay. I'll talk about this a little bit more potentially in a wrap up for you because I don't want this to be too long. There's a very exciting thing going on that happens here, just here, and then we go along the book and we don't see it until about here, and we maybe get 10 pages and then we don't. And it was very disappointing, it was very frustrating. I felt like, oh yeah, sit in the garden, it's lovely, but there's a party inside. No, don't worry about that, the garden's very pretty. It was very annoying. I felt like there was far more interesting things happening at exactly the same time. I wished I hadn't known what was going on inside the Russian camp, and I would have liked it a lot more. Okay, so that is all the books that I read in the 24-hour readathon. Here they are. So that's 6 books, 956 pages, 600 of which were on graphic novels, and the remaining 356 were on novels. I'm pretty pleased with that, considering I had quite a busy couple days at the same time, and yeah, I had great fun. Highly recommend doing it. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.